So recently I've been hearing a lot of people say that online arbitrage on Amazon is dead, right? You can't do it anymore. There's an oversaturation of people trying to sell. There aren't enough products, etc., etc. And while I don't do online arbitrage personally anymore, it is one of the first things that I started that allowed me to build up an initial nest egg of capital, taught me a lot about the Amazon platform, and taught me a lot about e-commerce in general, which allowed me to parlay that information and that initial nest egg of money into other e-commerce businesses with a lot less risk, because I already had an understanding of how to do it a little bit better, and I already had a little bit of money. So it is one of the best businesses that I think beginners can start. And so in this video right here, I'm going to walk you through a complete tutorial for beginners of how to do online arbitrage, how to buy items online super cheap, resell them back on Amazon for a profit. And we're not taking any guesses here. We're going to use software that's going to tell us everything, okay? It's going to tell us, is the item profitable? If so, how much? How long will it take to sell? And it's also going to compare in real time tens of thousands of items from Amazon's catalog to other websites to spoon feed us these products. Because when I first started, there wasn't a lot of software out there in the past that would literally spoon feed you these product comparisons so you could make better, more informed decisions in a split second. You actually had to go out and source manual deal websites to find them, and so it took a lot longer. But you don't need to do that anymore. So in this video, I want to have a little bit of fun. We're going to source through some online arbitrage websites. I'm going to show you exactly how I would do it if I was starting today, so you can take that same information and do it yourself, build up a little bit of money, and then take that into maybe wholesale or drop shipping or whatever you want to do it. There are a few things you're going to need when you get started. Now, first and foremost, Source Mogul is the first thing that you're going to need. It's the software that I recommend, not just for online arbitrage, but also the software that I use for Amazon drop shipping from retail websites. Now, we're not going to get into Amazon drop shipping here. You don't want to drop ship from the big box retailers, but I've covered that a lot in other videos, but we're not worried about that. The good thing about online arbitrage is you can do it from any retailer because it's not drop shipping, right? So Source Mogul is a no-brainer. It's the best software out there, in my opinion, for this, especially for beginners, because it's super easy to learn, super easy to use, and it will spoon feed you, as you'll see in this tutorial, profitable products that you can buy, send into Amazon, and then make some initial money very quickly, all right? The second software you're gonna need is Jungle Scout. It's a Chrome extension that looks like this. So if you're on an Amazon listing, you click Jungle Scout. In real time, it's gonna show you the monthly sales, obviously the price, the daily sales, the monthly revenue, and all the good numbers, so you can not just guess, right? Because a lot of times if you're looking at like the bestseller rank, or you're just looking at a product, you might be guessing whether it's highly ranked in a subcategory or in a main category, and those can be very different sales numbers. So take the guesswork out of it, also take the time out of it. Just click the extension and it will tell you. Now, Source Mogul will be linked in the description if you want it for a completely free trial. If you want to test it out completely free, it doesn't cost you anything, and if you like it, then stick with it. If you don't, you don't have to. Jungle Scout's Chrome extension will also be linked in the description. I believe the Chrome extension now only comes as a part of their package, but you can just get the littlest package. It's going to pay for its weight in gold because it's going to take a lot of your time out of the equation. And with online arbitrage, it's a numbers game, right? How many products you can source in a shorter time period is going to make you more money. And so if you're taking a lot of time to manually check every single product, you're going to be losing out on profit if you only have an hour or two to source, or 30 minutes to source, rather than if you could just click the extension and get the numbers in real time. The next thing is a revenue calculator. Now, there's so many different revenue calculators out there. A lot of them are like little extensions that also can help you, although they do cost money. So for beginners, I usually just recommend use the free revenue calculator that comes in Seller Central. It does a great job. It is extremely accurate because it's built into Seller Central, and anybody can use it for free if you have an Amazon account. Obviously, this tutorial and all these softwares assume that you do have an Amazon account as well, because we're reselling these on Amazon. The next thing you're going to need is a repricer. Now, again, there are so many other repricers out there. Some cost a little bit of money, some cost a lot of money. For beginners, and for most people, even in my online arbitrage courses or tutorials or my dropshipping tutorials, I still recommend just use the free repricer in Seller Central. The reason being, is it going to give you all the bells and whistles and the ability that some of the expensive repricers have? No, but you don't need all that, especially when you're starting, right? Now, you can always upgrade in the future and get some of those expensive fancy softwares, but you do not need them from the get-go, right? You don't need a $400 repricer when you're just starting out. That's just going to put you in the hole, and it's not going to help you. So again, just use the repricer in Seller Central. We're not going to cover repricing in this video because I've covered it in several other videos. But you just go into Seller Central, your pricing, repricer, select what product it is, and then set the price, which is your break-even price. Okay, I've covered this in other tutorials. If you want me to create a specific repricing tutorial, I can do that. Just comment below. let me know you'd want to see it. But that's obviously after the fact, right? That just means that you're going to stay competitive for the buy box to get more sales. Right now, we're just sourcing for online arbitrage products and then getting them into Amazon to make money. The next is a free extension called Online Seller Add-on. So that looks like this. When you're on an Amazon listing, it's this little blue one right here. It's completely free. And basically what it does is it tells you how many other sellers are on the listing and how many units they actually have in their inventory. Now you can see here, this is clearly a private label product. So there's only one seller that's selling this, and it's the brand, and they have 375 of them, right? But when you're on an online arbitrage listing, there's typically a lot of other sellers. And so it becomes extremely advantageous for you to understand how many other sellers are competing on that listing, because you're going to be sharing the buy box and competing with all those other sellers, and how many units they have in their inventory. So, for example, if somebody has hundreds or thousands of units, they're not going to sell out anytime soon. So you're going to be competing with them for a while. And on the contrary, if somebody's in there, but they only have like 1 or 2 units left and there's a lot selling on the listing, you're not really competing with them because they're going to sell out fast, probably even before you get your inventory into Seller Central. So it's just another tool that gives you more information to make a better informed decision. You're also going to want to ship these into FBA. You don't need to, but I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's going to allow you to get the buy box at lower prices because your availability to the customer is going to be a lot faster. And so you're going to be able to compete a lot better with other sellers and make more sales. It's really simple. I've done an entire ship into FBA tutorial. I do need to update it because I did it like 3 years ago or so now, but it is still extremely relevant. There's just some pages that look slightly different. But if you watch that tutorial, I'll link it at the bottom of the description if you want to check it out after this video. Watching that tutorial will help you ship into FBA. It's not hard at all. And then finally, I also recommend Rakuten. Now, Rakuten is my favorite cashback portal. It's going to allow you to get free cashback on websites. So for example, obviously we're on Amazon, so that you can't really use Rakuten on Amazon. But if you're on a website where Rakuten does integrate with, which is going to be a number of these online arbitrage websites that we're going to buy from, you can get free cash back. It can be anywhere from like just 1% all the way up to, I think I've seen like 15 to 16% at times. Most of the time, it's probably going to be like 2 to 5, 2 to 6%. And you might not think that that's that much money, but let's say you're spending a few $100s even today on online arbitrage products and you're getting 5% on your money. Well, 5% of $100 is $5, right? And if you're spending $300, that's an easy free $15 that you wouldn't have otherwise made just by having Rakuten and clicking it, right? So you can see currently on my Rakuten, there's $93 pending. I've gotten paid out a lot of money from Rakuten, thousands of dollars just on cashback. I do not anticipate this into my profit, but when it does hit my account and they actually pay me out, it's a great little bonus to have a few $100 hit your account every few months just as cash back. Now, there are other good ones out there if you want to check them out. There's Honey, there's the Capital One one. In my personal opinion, I think Rakuten's the best. I highly recommend it. And it is free. If you want Rakuten and like a free $30 credit to it, I'll drop that in the bottom of the description as well. Basically, if you sign up through my link, I think I get like $30 credit and so do you. So it's a win-win for both of us. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to go to Source Mogul, which is the software that I recommend for online arbitrage. Okay. So you'll see that if you sign up for Source Mogul, again, it's linked completely free. If you want to try it, down in the description, you can sort by category, you can sort by retailer, or you can even sort by wholesale supplier if you have the Excel spreadsheets for wholesale suppliers. We're going to be doing retail here. So we're going to go to by retailer. And then you'll notice that once you sort through retailer, you'll notice all the different retailers that are available here in Source Mogul. And there's Ace Hardware, Musician's Friend, Fleet and Farm, Michael's, BJ's. Now I went through and I just grabbed 3 of the most popular ones just to kind of show you because they have a lot of products. So I already ran Barnes & Noble, Target, and Walmart, but I have not checked them. I haven't done online arbitrage sourcing literally in years, but we're going to have a little bit of fun today. I'm going to show you how to do it. So now once you actually click these and then you click search selected and you run them, it's very easy. You just click the buttons. You'll notice that in your search status, they'll show up in current searches, which I've already searched through all these, so they're not here. But once they're done searching, you'll see the little progress bar as they're comparing the products on, for example, Target's website to Amazon's catalog of products and finding the same products and differences in prices. So you can just go in seconds and see, okay, do I like this product? Do I want to buy this? Or is this product good or is this product not? Once they're done, you'll see them in completed searches, which is where you'll see the 3 that I just mentioned. So I just added these, as you can see, an hour ago. Haven't sourced through any of these. We have Walmart, we have Barnes & Noble, we have Target. Now, when you're drop shipping, you don't want to do retail suppliers like this, as I've covered in other drop shipping tutorials. When you're doing online arbitrage, you can. And so that's one of the biggest advantages of using something like this is you can use these websites and buy products lower on them and sell them higher on Amazon. And this software is going to show you all the products that is the case for. So for example, let's go to let's try Walmart really fast. It's going to show us that there's 442,000 products available on Walmart, and they're expecting about 5,000, a little bit over, to be profitable. So let's just view Walmart here. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is you'll notice that it's starting to compare products here on the right from Walmart's catalog and the price to Amazon's catalog with like the keep a graph, the sales rank, and all that good stuff. but we don't want to sort through 4,600 products, right? So we want to use these levers on the side to sort through and start actually honing down the products to the parameters that we like. So we're going to raise the ROI right here to about 12. We're going to raise the profit per sale to like $8. You want to start really specific and then slowly broaden out if you don't have a lot of search results, all right? So the sales rank here, we're going to go numbers. We're going to say the max sales rank is 150,000, which is a little bit high, but we'll just keep it there for now. Always put the match rate accuracy all the way to the left. You want it as high as possible. You can also go down here and select like the number of sellers and set the minimum max, but for the sake of just keeping this simple, we're not going to do any of that. You don't really need to, all right? And you'll notice that now we only have 495 different products that are being compared, and it's going to take us a lot less time to go through these, and these are obviously better products because we know that they're potentially profitable. They have at least a 12% ROI. They're the same product ideally, and we're going to check all those things, and they have at least an $8 profit margin. So let's raise this a little bit more so we don't have to go through and check a bunch of them. We'll raise that to like 16. We'll raise that to 10. We'll say the top rank is, we'll say 100,000 this time, and now it's 307. So now we want to go through and we want to check these products to see if they are indeed the same product first and foremost, and if they're profitable and we can sell it. And then obviously we want to make informed decisions about whether or not we want to buy them and how many, and then ship them into Amazon. So we're going to right click these. As you can see, ideally this is the same thing. 3M privacy filter, 15-inch widescreen. That might be slightly different. Let's find one that's similar. So this right here, selling for $209. This one's selling on Amazon for $299. It's the Eufy Security Eufy Cam 2C Pro 2 Cam Kit. This looks like it's the same thing, so let's check them out. This is actually on sale right now on Walmart, so it usually sells at $280 right here, and we're also going to use Rakuten if we buy this to get 3% cash back as a bonus. So this is the same product. It's 180-day battery life, IP67, 2K resolution, 180-day battery life, and 2K resolution. So this looks like it's the same exact product. Yep. And so if we were to buy this, right, we know that it's cheaper on Walmart right now, but is it profitable if we were to buy it, ship it into Amazon, and sell it on Amazon minus the Amazon fees, right? So before any of this, before you even check to see if it's profitable, you want to copy the ASIN. If you have Jungle Scout, it'll be right here for you to do it really fast. If you don't have Jungle Scout, get Jungle Scout. But if you decide not to get Jungle Scout, then you want to scroll down till you see the ASIN in the product details right here. So there it is right there. Copy the ASIN, you take it into Seller Central and add product to see if you're able to sell it. So we're going to add product. It looks like we are not able to sell this, so this isn't a good product, right? And that's the first thing that you always want to check. Are you able to sell it? Because if you're not able to sell it, there's no point in actually going through and checking all the other parameters. Now here's another one right here, a 40 pack of Friskies, and this one might be the 40 pack as well, so let's check it. 29.20, 40 cans, yummy. 40 5.5 ounce cans, 5.5 ounce cans. And what is this? This is the homestyle turkey, saucy seafood, homestyle turkey, saucy seafood, and then chicken and turkey casserole and ocean whitefish dinner. Chicken and turkey casserole, ocean whitefish dinner. So this is the same product, although this is out of stock on Walmart. Now that won't happen frequently, but it does happen every once in a while. So just move on to the next one. This one's Final Fantasy. I don't even know what number that is. I haven't done Roman numerals in a long time. I think that's, what is that, 16 maybe? So it's $100 if you pre-order it on Walmart. I don't want to pre-order anything because things can change, so avoid that. But you'll notice that like you can move so much faster here because you're just looking at products, and if they don't fit the parameters, then it's totally fine. You just move on to the next one. And all you really need to make a few $100 is like one or two good products, and you can buy a few of them and then make good money. So this one right here is a good one. It's the Genie Lux 800 dimmable 3-pack, selling for $20 on Walmart. It's selling for $55 on Amazon roughly. So you can see here, let's just make sure the 3-pack 800 Smart Lux. Alexa, Google Home, Alexa, Google Home. That is the same product. You always want to be sure that it's the same. Now let's check to see if we can sell it, and we can sell it. So you always want to check to make sure that you can sell it in new condition. So we can sell this product. So now let's check to make sure that it is profitable. So $20 here. Let's grab the ASIN and we're going to take it into the FBA calculator. If you need to know how to get the free FBA calculator, just go to Google, type in Amazon FBA calculator, and it should pop up where you can just sign in, and it'll take you to this page right here where you can paste in the ASIN of the product. Paste in the ASIN of the product, search it, and now you'll see that what's the item price here? Well, the item price is $49.24. There is no buy box on here because it is so cheap on Walmart. But if you click see all buying options, the cheapest one here is $49.24 with $5.75 delivery, which is roughly $55. I think it's $54.99 if you add that up correctly. Yes. So we're going to say $54.99. We're going to assume that we're going to match the buy box, or match the lowest price that's new in this case because it doesn't have a buy box, and that's repricing. So the item price is $54.99 on Amazon. What's the cost of goods, right? If we buy a couple, then we won't have shipping. So it's $20. Now I'm tax exempt on Walmart for PA, so I don't have to pay sales tax. That's another little caveat. I highly recommend that you get tax exempt and you get a reseller's permit. If you need to know how to get a reseller's permit, again, I've done a video on that. I'll drop it at the bottom of the description if you want to check it out. So my cost per product here, we'll round it up. We'll just say 20 bucks. So the cost of goods sold will be $20. And that's going to tell us that our net profit here is going to be almost $21 per unit. If we buy these for $20 on Walmart, we then sell them on Amazon. Now keep in mind as well, you're going to need to ship them into FBA, which is going to cost you money as well. So if you're shipping a decent amount of products into FBA, I'd say 5 to 10 products or more, then you can estimate on average that each product is going to be $1 for you. So if we take $1 out of this, then it's really only going to be $19.94 net profit if we match the buy box. Not only is that extremely profitable and a great net margin, but on top of that, there's plenty of wiggle room for us to drop our price and still be extremely profitable. So this looks like a pretty solid product with a net margin currently of about 38%. So this would be a good product that you'd want to buy and then ship into Amazon FBA, and you'd make decent money. So it looks like we found another one really fast. So it's this Fiskars 49 inch extendable handle. Fiskars steel shovel, 41 to 49 inches, extendable. It's selling currently on Amazon for $70. On Walmart, it's going for $32. So the first thing we want to do is see if we can sell it, and we can sell this in new condition. It even has a really low sales rank, which is exciting. If we come back to Amazon, we make sure that this is selling well, and it is. All the different variations of it are selling well. The specific ASIN right here that we want is selling well as well. So it's about 127 daily sales. So now if we were to buy this for $32 and we take this into the revenue calculator, search another product, paste this in there. And so if the item price on Amazon is $69.99 and we buy this on Walmart for $32, keep in mind something like this might be a little bit more expensive to ship into FBA. So we'll estimate $2. So we'll say miscellaneous cost of $2 just to account for the shipping. So if we buy this for $32, we assume that every single unit we ship into FBA is roughly $2. We sell it and match the buy box price or match the lowest new price on Amazon, since there is no buy box on this listing, for $69.99. Then each unit we'd make $11.09 in profit, which is a 15.84% profit margin. That still gives us a little bit of wiggle room as well in case we dropped our price. So let's say somebody dropped their price, we had to match the buy box price at $65.99. Well, we'd still make $7.69 per unit, and we're only spending $32 per unit. So it would be 11.65% net margin on each purchase. So this is how you use Source Mogul, guys. I highly recommend that you look into it. It's not just going to help you compare products on Walmart to Amazon. There's literally hundreds of retailers here. As you can see, you have Chewy, you have GameStop, you have Ulta, Gardeners, Entertainment Earth, Costco, Dick's Sporting Goods. You get the picture, all right? So obviously, to recap, the first thing that you're going to want is Source Mogul. It's going to help you compare super quickly. You're also going to want to potentially get Jungle Scout. Both of those will be linked in the description. Source Mogul, there's a completely free trial if you want to try it. You're also going to want to use the free revenue calculator in Seller Central. You're also, once your units get shipped into FBA, going to want to reprice them. Again, you can do that completely free in Seller Central. Just go to pricing, automate pricing, and set it up very easily. I also have a video. If you need to know how to do it, just comment below and ask, and I'll literally link you the video. Also, online seller add-on is something that we didn't really explore too much, but when you're on every single listing, if you just click the online seller add-on, it's going to tell you how many other sellers are selling that variation. Clearly, there's only one other seller with a quantity of 5. You're also going to want Jungle Scout, so again, you can see the daily sales and monthly sales, like I said. You're also going to want to ship your units into FBA, which again, there's an entire tutorial linked at the bottom of the description. And you're going to also want to use a cashback portal of some kind and potentially cashback credit cards of some kind. So I highly recommend Rakuten. If you want Rakuten, again, there's a promo linked at the bottom of the description. I think it's like a free $25 or free $30 if you sign up through my link, and obviously I get that as well, so it helps both of us. But that's how you find profitable online arbitrage products fairly quickly. Now, this tutorial was probably like 20-30 minutes long, but again, I was kind of going through to show you, and I'm a little rusty because I haven't resold online arbitrage products or done this in a while. It's probably been like 3 years. So realistically, if you're doing it on your own and you get a little bit good at it, you can find products pretty quickly, probably within like 5-10 minutes, buy them when they come to your house, then ship them into FBA, set up your repricer, and then as they sell, you'll make money, reinvest your profits, and slowly scale. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.